Hello again everyone. Before I get to the video, let me check that my video is recording, and yes, it's completely recording, just to check and make sure that you get the right video. Alright, so in this video I am going to show you how to secure your PHP and optimize it for usage. There are two ways. First of all, the way is using the SSH, which you can just go ahead and copy and paste this command over here to none of your php.ini files. Why it's not showing up here? Because there are different versions of the PHP, so it may be different in directory, but that's not the case I'm going to do, because there is a graphical mode in cPanel. It gives you an interface, a graphically interface to configure this easier and better. So we're not going to use it. I just wanted to show you that it's still possible to work with SSH and configure our PHP, but it's better to work with the cPanel graphic mode. So for that, there is a part which you can search for PHP any editor. As you can see, here in PHP any editor, you must first of all select the version of your PHP. Now, I did not yet enabled any other version of PHP. Only PHP 7.2 and PHP 7.3 are available, and those are the best options available by default in cPanel. I really suggest not enabling any other version, but don't worry, I'm going to show you in the next video how to enable other versions of PHP 2 if you need them. Alright, so let's go ahead for PHP version 2. Most of the times the allow URL of open must not be on, but sometimes developers need this permission to write their code. So if they need it, they know what to do, they know the security issues about PHP. If this is gonna be open, then that's okay. But if you're not working with a trusted developer and you have a shared hosting, then don't enable this by default. I'm gonna leave it disabled. Then, as you can see, the display errors must be off, because it's gonna be very bad if they have lots of issues in their files. The enabled DL, as you can see, also should be off, which is off now. The file uploads are okay to be on. The max execution time, in my opinion, should be about 120 seconds, which is better than 30. Max input time is okay with the default, and then max input bars, which is okay. The memory limit is really low. At least I really suggest to put it 256. The default would be 128, but I would think 256 must be better. Also for this one, max input time, you can also put -1, which is better. I forgot to say. And then for post max size, I suggest to be about 128. Also this upload max file size about 128. Don't just change anything else. Apply this, and this is going to apply for all users. Of course, the users can go, if you work with cPanel, if you have worked with cPanel before, you know they can go ahead in their PHP any editor and change these options by themselves. And that's okay, but as a server administrator, you need to configure these in the best mode. So if the user doesn't know how to do it, he shouldn't be in trouble. Okay, so that was for version 7.2. Also for version 7.3, you must do that. Again, for this one, 120. For this one, -1. This is okay. And for this one, 256. For this one, 128. That's okay. For this one, 128. Also, everything here is same with there, and apply this. When you apply it, there's also an editor mode, which you should come over and go to your version. There's something really important to secure in this part, which is the disabled functions. Let me search for it, copy this, Control F in this file, and search for it, and as you can see here, you can find it. It has provided a link on the comments to see the must be disabled functions in PHP. These are the PHP functions that should not be always enabled, because it's gonna make some security issues for you. There are lots of them. There are lots of informations over here if you want to get each one of them. If you want to dive into the content more deeply and you want to get more information about that, you can go ahead and read these. But for now, I just created this for you, that you can go ahead and easily copy this and disable functions, paste it over here, and save the file. Also, on the 7.3 version, you must do that. Let's find this disable functions and paste this and save it. Alright, save this. That's okay. So that's it. Let me check that if I have forgotten something. I don't need I have forgotten anything. That's okay. There isn't anything else to change in this video, and that's alright. Also, you can see there is another option, Exim Configuration Editor. As I checked in the previous versions, it was needed to change this. The log selector must have had these commands, but these values, I mean. But in this version, version 9T, I can see an improvement in cPanel, and it's not necessary. By default, cPanel have configured those. Alright, so that's it. That's how you can configure your php.ini, and you can secure your PHP. Now I will close this video. In the next video, we are going to cover more about PHP configurations and PHP extensions, Apache modules on your server, and how to configure your Apache web server. Alright, so next video is a very important video. Stay with me and